Let me take you through some of the Excel function and tools that we use when it comes to financial modeling, and it's really to help us be very, very productive. Now, based on financial modeling standard, it's also saying that whenever you are building your model, number one, there must be consistency, and your model must be well structured, and also give a room for others to be able to pick the model and understand what you've done. And in doing that, which means you need something, you should be able to pre-format some formats and some style that you'll be using in your model. Now, in Microsoft Excel, under our home tab, so under each tab, you always have this grouping. So for example, if you look closely now, you can see that we have clipboard, that's a group. We have font, at times I even call it sub tab, right? You have font, you have alignment, you have number, then you have styles. Now where we are going is this style, and under styles you have conditional formatting, format as table, and cell styles. And that cell style is what we are focusing on. uh, your own, maybe if your screen is a little bit small, you might have everything being grouped together under that style, so which means you might need to click on the drop down to be able to view the three uh, things that we have under that styles, and that is what we are using. And what is that cell style? What is this cell style? So if I click down on this my cell style, let's take a look at it. You can see that we have what we call pre-formatted style. Now, what is this pre-formatted style saying? If you go straight to your home tab, under this group we call fonts. Now, look at it. Under this font, this font category, right? You see that we have this guy. Well, let me zoom out. Sorry. Okay, so we have this guy called our actual font, right? Then we have bolder if you want to make a text very bold, if you want to make it slant, italic, if you want to underline it, and you also have different type of underlining, maybe single one, double one. If you also want to you put some border, if you also want to color it, right? If you want to color the shape of the cell, and also if you want to put the specific color to some text, then this one is if you want to increase the font size or you want to reduce it. Fine, let's take a look at it. So let's assume I type something here. Let me type 1 2 3 4 5. Let me type it inside the cell, right? If I want to make it bold, I'll click here, right? If I want to make it italic, I'll click on this italic. You see that it's kind of bendy straight. So let me increase the font because of the recording. Okay, so if I want to underline it, I put it here. If I want to, oh, no, I want double underline, I can select it, put this double underline there. So let me remove the border because so that we can see this. So for the border part, if I decide that, hey, you know what, I want to put everything as outside border, you can see different type of border here that you can put, right? For let's put this in a thick outside border. So you see, it puts it inside this border. If you want to fill the color, let's say we want to fill the color with color more like a light blue, you can see we want to change the font to something like a light blue as well. Look at what we have here, right? If I want to increase the size, I can increase it from here or just change the number directly here, and here I can also reduce it. Now let me, in fact, let me copy, let me put another one here. Let me put it 1 2 3 4 5. Let me type it here. Now if you notice, we were going one by one in getting this done. So let's assume you are building your model and I say, hey, any model that contain inputs more like hard coded value, I want it to be in this format. That means anywhere you are using it. So imagine you are using this in a 1 million cells in your model. That means you need to be recreating this every time, or be using format painter. But you know what? Excel is an artificial intelligence tool. So, and that is what we have in this our cell style, which means you can actually pre-format. So let me type that 1 2 3 4 5 here. Let me increase. So let me just leave the size like that. So we have some pre-formatted cell style. In fact, let me bring it here. So that, okay, yes. So we have some pre-formatted cell styles that have been created. You see what we were doing it one by one. You can pre-format it. So if I click on this heading, you can see what I have. If I click heading 2, look at what happened. If I click on link cell, if I click on calculations, if I click on check, right? If I click on bad, if I click on good, if I click on neutral. So these are most. If I click on one, you see turn everything to uh red color, right? If I put on hyperlink, if I put it on input, it just, so these are more like what we call pre-formatted sales tags.